Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So, we got a hot take thread here. I've seen a bunch of people constantly quoting this nonstop, and I was like, oh, okay, let's dive in. Right now, I still have quite a few things left to upload, for Dokkan, right? Like, I wouldn't say I'm out of content or out of video ideas, anything like that. But I do think we are going to start to approach a really slow period because our next information, I think, will be actually right around 48 hours from now, I believe. We should see EZA Raditz details, I think, on the 6th, right? Raditz will come out on the 8th. I think it's probably just going to be Raditz by himself. I don't know how many events they might do. We'll see. Apparently, Dokkan Frontier is primed for an update, but I'm not sure if that'll come next week or the week after. But what could be more likely is it drops with Golden Week. Remember, Golden Week is a dual Dokkan Fest celebration, typically kind of a bigger celebration. I expect those characters probably like the 27th, 28th, 29th is when we would see Golden Week. And we are probably going to get a Part 2 LR probably like the 17th, 16th, 15th in that range, right? But April, despite the fact that April has like essentially 4 major releases in it, we sort of have like 3 new Dokkan Fests and an LR. April usually does feel like one of the big kind of like dead months, but the last couple of days of April and May typically are exciting. Last year's Golden Week was weak, but hopefully this year's Golden Week won't be so weak. Okay. So, Hoodie Frida. Okay. We got a hot take thread. Been playing since LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan on Global. Oh, okay. I'm gonna assume int LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan on Global. I guess I don't know. Like LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. There's a lot of those, right? Well, I guess it's one of these two. I'm gonna assume he's talking about the int LR, which would be 2nd anniversary. But I guess he could be talking about this Gohan as well, who came out at the Christmas. Yeah, he was a Christmas character in 2020. Okay. Current account since 8th anniversary with some breaks. Okay. Remember, never a bad thing to take breaks. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. The game has been going on for 11 years, and with Dragon Ball Super Remake on the horizon, I would imagine these games, Dokkan and Legends, are going to get insane life breathed into them once the remakes drop. So and people are upset right now about the limited time events, like the direction change of how content is going. I do think Dokkan is going to see the overwhelming negative feedback and reverse course with that. I promise, I truly do. But all that lands on now could be a good time to take a break from Dokkan if you're feeling it. Now would be a good time. And then, Dokkan listens to feedback, stops doing limited time content, and then, major Battle of Gods Dragon Ball Super Remake celebration happens, and like you could come back to the game refreshed or something like that. Right? I think people, for me, luckily I do enjoy the game that much, but like I do also upload it. Like if you're just like play it if you have fun, is the point. Cell Max was better than Beast at the time of his release. Beast tank's better, but because no boss hit hard enough, Cell Max's extra damage outweighed it. I mean, we're talking about such a small window. Because remember, Cell Max came out, and it already felt a little worse for Cell Max only 2 weeks after he came out. Because 2 weeks after he came out was the Evolution Blue. Here, it was I can't think. I think it was the Evolution Blue Vegeta. It was stage 4. It was this right here. Evolution Blue Vegeta and Kaioken Goku. This was the stage right here. It was difficult because Cell Max. You guys know I guess this has been a hot topic for me lately. But characters that have to get hit to build up or get targeted to build up, you fucking feel this. especially when you have to get hit to get defense, is a terrible mechanic, right? And this really can allow characters to get power crept hard or easily, and that is kind of what happened to Selmax. Selmax definitely was a victim of this being frustrating in this fight right here. I would probably say Beast is better, but like Selmax really was crazy when he dropped for sure. Selmax friend also let super bosses move quick without both bully domains pop before the last phase. He's the more Selmax was crazy. Like we're definitely not gonna try and rewrite history on that. Best of the new Sideman unit as a leader is for Supreme Kai missions. Trying to get a team under 65 team costs on a single LR77 to TRS30 is absurd. Using him as a leader plus friend with the rest of the team blank, you can get everything done easy. Wow. Okay, so we're referring to missions from like 2017 Dokkan. I don't even know how I could like quickly pull these up. Like I guess we go here and then we go to this. Like these are like shit from these are 2017 missions, man. This is a million years ago. They did do some of these in... was 2022 the last time? Here's some in 2018. Because remember, there was the one angel... oh, yeah, here we go. 2024, actually, was the last time. It looks like. Yeah, wow, that is actually fairly recent, 2024. But, I mean, you know, a lot of these were so old. Originally, this is how we were getting Vegito Blue, right? And then it was, what was so difficult was you needed the characters with fierce battle, because at the time there weren't that many fierce battle characters and they were like almost all summonable, right? So it's like it wasn't something people could easily get done. The fierce battle missions, they're in here somewhere, right? They're in here somewhere. Yeah, good times. Wow, yeah. Been a while since I've thought about that stuff. Okay. AGLVB was good in 9th anniversary content. Yeah, people talk about this excessively. Running a team intentionally designed to go slow, only really filled with memorable battles. Beast. Yeah, he was definitely a tricky fight. Let you stack up enough to have him look good. What is that? Superhero went too fast so that the HP condition transform, you couldn't get him out. I wasn't the biggest fan of AGLVB around that time, but many people are adamant that they loved him. I thought EGL Vegito Blue, though, that character was super good when they first came out. Their defensive ability in, like, the Fusion Zamasu fight was so good. Cooler Movie Celebration was 11th anniversary before 11th anniversary. Abysmal content. That's not true. Well, you know what's funny is yeah, the Red Zone was really good. The Frieza Red Zone stage, Metal Cooler, the Metal Cooler Core, and Final Form Cooler. Those were really good Red Zone stages. So abysmal content, no way. And it always felt like there was something going on. That's why, to say the 11th anniversary felt like that, I don't agree. Because it felt like there was always shit happening. The 11th anniversary, you guys know what I'm talking about. It felt dead. It just felt dead. It was like, wow, like we really are sitting here with like no information, nothing to look forward to, nothing. We got nothing for like the next week. The Tamagami Awakenings, and that's it for the next week. The Cooler Movie Celebration wasn't like that. Low quantity of EZAs. This may be true. Let's go back and look. But understand, you have to adjust. I've used this term a couple of times recently. Dokkan inflation. Like, you have to understand that August of 2022 is a significantly different time than, you know, well, August and September of 2022 is a significantly different time than right now. All right, so let's see. So we had 3, 4, 5, 6 EZAs. And then, yeah, but then there's a... Dude, this kid, like... Brother, you are out of your motherfucking mind. Low quantity of EZAs. Let's count the exact number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It ends with the metal cooler. Now, okay, 16 EZAs, but we're including free-to-play characters. Sure. So then we would take away 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess that is half. Half of them were free-to-play EZAs. But you want to know what the Cooler Movie Celebration did do, motherfucker? Sub-EZAs. Boom. Sub-EZA character. Sub-EZA character. Sub-EZA character. Sub-EZA character right here, too. They did what we scream for them to do. They EZA'd Metal Cooler, and then both of his band units with him. That's what you do! Yes! Like, this is annoying because they handle a celebration well, and we're now going back and retroactively pretending like they're not. No, dude. This is exactly what we want. Right? You EZA, like, so let's skip ahead here. Pan. Why didn't Trunks and Giru EZA at the same time? Right? Like, Trunks and Giru, her banner unit, should have EZA'd with him. A lot of shit like that, right? No, it was not. And 8, like, summonable EZAs back in 2022 is not low quantity. That is nuts to me. Hard carried and gassed by nostalgia, I don't think is correct. What I will say is people were really mad during the celebration, and it's aged very gracefully, but like this, a lot of this is just not true. Like, this is just factually wrong. A problem with the 11th anniversary is there was like just periods of lifelessness. I don't think that happened in the celebration. Abysmal content, that's just a personal disagree there. The pay to win one, many people shared this opinion, so I'm not gonna battle him on that. But low quantity of EZAs is just wrong. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. The 7th anniversary is usually like the most gassed celebration ever. Let me see. Remember, I'm looking at this in the fucking global order, which makes it... Yeah, dude, fuck this. Global order. No, I'm not gonna, actually. Thanks. We're going to... Yeah, here we go. It's right around the corner. Okay. Let me see. So how many EZAs were there in the 7th anniversary? 4. It was 8 non-free-to-play. So okay, so 4 right there. It's the same number. It's 8. So both the Cooler Movie and the 7th anniversary had the same number of summonable EZAs. 8. Okay. Well, alright. That's more, like, I feel like I was just thinking less than that, but yeah, okay. This also did have these guys EZA with an EZA event, which is great, right? And then them. Yeah, no, dude. I don't think low quantity of EZAs is correct. Alright, that was crazy. Dokkan needs to remember old content. Yes, I think that these are good, dropping these, because this is like a nice little mission with some stones, use some category, but these were like either easy or mid-level difficulty. I do think, you know, we drop like crazy difficult shit, and then having some mid-level content in there as well is also, I think, important. Yeah. Better than dead weeks over nothing. Exactly. It's very easy for them to do red zone missions, legendary Goku event missions, legendary Frieza event missions, legendary Vegeta event missions. Make a new one. Yeah, I mean, most of us agree with that for sure. Yep. More missions for those events would be good. Festival is fun. Budget your time. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm probably the wrong person to say this. Let's go look at the Festival Battles playlist here. How many are we up to? I think we're up to like 124, plus I've got a video I'm going to upload today that's already done. 123, and then Vegeta and Nappa, which is already done, is video 124. Oh, by the time this video is up, the Vegeta and Nappa one will be live, yeah. So there's 124. Most of these are runs, so we've done over 100 like videos in there. So I mean, obviously you guys could tell I enjoy it. Can you guys tell? We had a couple of rough runs towards the beginning, right? But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Wow, yeah, festival. Look at the views on that. Like, okay, festival. Maybe it's because of some of his controversy, but like, I mean, look, you saw the views numbers for some of those festival runs. Compare that to Dokkan Frontier. I really like Dokkan Frontier, but compare that to that. Maybe it's because festival is way harder. I'm sure full power Frieza at the end of Dokkan Frontier though will be very challenging. I bet so. I bet so. Shouldn't have to be a physics and computer science graduate student just to fully auto farm Zenny. Oh, okay, okay. For EZAs. Yeah, because you finish a stage, and then you gotta tap, like, okay, leave the screen, and you gotta do, like, 3 more taps, 4 more taps to get back into the actual event. I understand what he's saying. Okay, yeah. This is what I saw. I saw many quotes on this. Haha, yeah. I think that this is not true. 2023 was the best year in the history of the game. Okay, but wait, but look at his logic here. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Every monthly was an easy skip with awful units. That's exactly why I would say it was the worst year, actually. But look at it from his perspective. He could, oh, I don't, I could easily save stones and not summon for physical Turles. I'm not summoning for AGL Kale. Like, he at least has good logic behind it so far. Big celebrations had 0 misses. And then he has to come to a grinding fucking halt to say, besides Omega. Yeah, don't forget him, bud. And, I mean, are we going to talk about Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Who, on Global, was like an instant flop. And on JP was still only super effective for 1 month. Major celebration character that was good for 1 month. Even the 10th anniversary characters who are just fucking raked through the coals every day. I saw kids baiting on the timeline, oh my god, Sideman is better than, like, they were doing like better than, and it's like they're doing the 10th anniversary LRs versus Cybermen. Like, yeah, no fucking shit, dude. Like, a character, what is it, we're like 15 months out from it? 14 months out from it? Meanwhile, in Super Saiyan 4 Goku, again, JP had a month. 1 month. Fun bosses. I mean, bro, we had Sin, which was in February. Omega was in July. And Fusion Zamasu in September. Those were like the major like fights. Evenly spaced content. Bro, this is he trolling now? Fire animations? It's a troll. It's a troll. It's a troll. It's a troll for sure. I gotta go back to the JP timeline. God damn it, dude. Eventually, we're gonna get so far, like the sync has been around for so long, that I'm not... Because my brain is wired to remember the shit in order. Remember when the kid said fire animations? You guys recall that? This guy's a costume change character. But, like, fire animations? This shit is mid as hell, man. Uber mid right here. Like, nothing crazy. This Trunks, like, they fucked this Trunks up. Like, they need to completely redo this LR, basically. They completely fucked him up. So you got a good look at those, right? Or, I mean, do we need to talk about the Blues, by the way? Whose animations... This character should have... Like, if this was a modern release, they would have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta animate. Look how bad this is. Like, come on. Like, that's how I know that the kid's trolling. Like... Okay. Now, here's what really pissed me off. Android 18. This pissed me off to this day. Her shit looks so good. It looks so good. It looks so good. Looks better than the literal Dokkan Fest LRs that came out the month before. Unbelievable. Yeah, no, 2023 was the worst year in the history of the game, I think. Um, this guy had me in the first half because he's making a good argument for like a free-to-play player. That I accept this as a very good like reverse argument actually. You know, the monthly characters were so bad that it was actually a good thing for many players. I could accept that argument, but then he fell off the rails with the rest of it. DKP actually never shut up. Dokkan just needs I'll read it, but no, stop. No. People don't care about OG Dragon Ball. That's true, but we are at the point too where it's like you know, they could give the shit the representation. They could give it a try. Like, let's see what the celebration looks like at this point with OG Dragon Ball LRs. With, you know, let's do the big crazy Namek LRs, right? At Saiyan Saga, though, man, I don't know. I know kids will say, oh, well, it's, you know, like these boys are a flop, right? They cooked by their own banner unit. Now, to be fair to Vegeta and Nappa, the banner unit's never been the greatest character in history before the banner unit. I think this is the first time that that's happened, right? But, like, these boys did not, like, people don't really care about them too much. And there's your fucking Saiyan Saga Vegeta, who everyone's always crying for. Like, I don't, like, Kaioken Goku, they drop him, and he is not gonna, like, oh my god, the whole game is bowing down to him. Wow, the aura, like, you know, like, we could give it, like, Saiyan Saga, I have less confidence in Saiyan Saga than I do in a DKP versus Kid Goku or Namek. Saiyan Saga is, like, to me, the most realistic one where I'm like, man, that could be a huge flop. Because, like, you know, people would say, like, 17 versus Piccolo, but, like, I don't actually think that's very likely. 17 versus Piccolo, which is something people always ask for. Kaioken Goku versus Great Ape Vegeta is actually, like, mega realistic for, like, Golden Week, New Year's, you know, part 2 of Anniversary, a GDC part, something like that. Like, eventually they're going to do it again, right? But Saiyan Saga I have so little hype, or so little expectations of. I think DKP versus Kid Goku could be a major hit, actually. Low-key, I think it could. Like, DKP versus Kid Goku, I do kind of want DKP to get an LR, but if they were Golden Week, I think that'd be pretty fire. Because Demon King Piccolo still needs a Dokkan event. So, if we're going to do that just to get him his Dokkan event, I'll take it. Like that would be fire. I'd be okay with that. Even with Dokkan original animations, he doesn't sell well enough stones. This is, like, true, but the problem with this is his opponent is Kid fucking Goku, who has proven to sell incredibly well before, right? Episode 1 Kid Goku was a flop, but Demon King Piccolo Kid Goku was not a flop. He was not. It's like BoJack. BoJack could hit a major celebration slot because of who he fights. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. It's the same thing with DKP, right? Although DKP is obviously, he's a hugely important villain, right? I am very excited, actually, for, like, a big Demon King Piccolo. Because he's, like, never been respected in Dokkan. When has he ever been, like, a crazy character? Never. Yeah, pretty crazy to think about, actually. Dokkan needs to hire players with 5 million power level to help run the game. He's showing me right here. The thing is, I could make a lot of mistakes, right? Like, what if they did, like, completely listen to me? And then, like, you know, like, I'm not perfect. Like, no one is. Like, I don't know. I think that listening to players, which they have been doing lately, is very important, but they've been doing it. So, I don't, like, think, like, something like this needs to be done, but I'm watching. How long is it going to take until they reverse course on the limited time content? I do believe they're going to do it, but how long is it going to take? Right? That, to me, is interesting to note here. So, like, if they stop doing that, that would be huge. I do wish that they could, like, you know, summon skip animation, remove, like, box space issues from the game. It's like It is funny how everything they do is just meant to fuck me over specifically. like reverse removal, it's like it seemed like it really wasn't that many players that massively affected, but like for me it destroyed me. Box space, I'm one of the few that actually has a major issue with it, right? Like it's like, so getting into completion and 2 more. Oh, probably link leveling. Link leveling. Got to be link leveling, right? Dokkan Day is infinitely faster. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's so crazy. Dokkan Day is still good even without the tickets, but I do think they could put 7 tickets on the Dokkan Day missions. Best addition to Dokkan of all time. I think it's up there. I think it's a fun thing they did. Should be able to do a burst mode on any Dokkan event with impossibly high modifiers. Would be interesting. Recent burst mode has 0 health. Yeah, it's true. Like, you use some of the powerful character active skills and you just blow the bosses in half. Yeah. More like sliders for burst mode could be good. Need a stage for every completion. Yeah, no, this was one of my ideas. I think every stage you do should give you power level, period. Like every single stage you do should give you like 5 power level or something. Yeah. Quality of life for power level bonus is absurdly large and preventing players from having a better experience because they haven't played for 2+ years or whaled out. Whaling has nothing to do with it. That's like, oh my god, the whales and the link leveling. I mean, I think some of the players that have the highest power level are not whales, right? It's about how much you're grinding. Yeah, I do think, again, I would say every stage you've ever done should give you some points. I think, like, there's players out there who have, like, every EZA at, like, 999 and stuff like that. I think that should be a monster power level reward for sure. Right? Huge power level reward for that. That would be another good one, right? Yeah, but it's every stage should give power level upon completion. It doesn't need to be like a small number. 5 power level. It could be 1 power level. It would add up. I mean, it would add up. If it was 1 power level, though. Well, I mean, I guess we could look at how many runs of every stage I've done. Maybe a little bit higher than 1. Maybe like 5 power level per run or something like that. The power level numbers would start ballooning like crazy, but because I mean, I've done hundreds of thousands of stages of clears throughout my time playing the game, right? So give us more hidden potential system orbs. Yeah, for long-time players, it's not an issue, but it's a problem. Yeah, it is. Yep, I know. That's what, if you guys remember, I've constantly been trying to tell Iron Cane, like, to be careful with orbs because of that, right? Because they're not as easy as you'd think. I think, like, if you're a player that grinds World Tournament like crazy, yep. But, like, as, like, a newer player, they could be hard to get for sure. All right, let's keep going here. It's insane how people don't include Android 8 Hachan Hall of Fame discussions. Ooh. We're barking right the fuck up my tree. Hell yeah. That is true. That is true. Hachan. Yeah, Global does call it Hachan, right? Yeah. That is true. This guy was a demon back in, like, 2022. Yep. Wow, this is crazy. Back then, that, 80% damage reduction, he was invincible. Nowadays, 80% damage reduction, and it's like, yeah, but no guard, though. We're probably dead. It's crazy. Yeah, this guy was really nuts. A lot of it, of course, has to do with the fact that Path to Power Kid Goku is also one of the strongest characters of all time. But this guy was a mega hit as a banner unit. That is for damn sure. Again, another huge failure by Dokkan. Not EZAing this guy. The one thing I hate is that it saves this. Here, let's get rid of that. They did not EZA him with Path to Power Kid Goku. That was a huge mistake. Right? Like, that would have been so much better if Android 8 had EZA'd with Path to Power Kid Goku. Still runnable when Path to Power Kid Goku EZA'd. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta levels of longevity, yeah. Categories like Team Bardock suck now, have always sucked, but they don't have to. Yes, any category could be turned into a good category at the drop of a hat. That's true. It's very easy for them to do that. Yep. Ginyu Force, Resurrected Warriors, any of them. Dude, they made the full Cyberman team, like, good. Like, it's not hard for them to make a team good overnight. They could do it effortlessly with any category. Peppy Gals could be the strongest team in the game if they wanted. You know, they just drop, like, some monster Carnival LR, and she gives Peppy Gal category allies guard and 70% odds, like Cyberman does. And then, bam, all of a sudden, it's like, holy fuck, dude, right? Like, they gave us the blueprint with that. Although that ability by the Cybermen is so crazy. Giving other Cybermen guard and 70% touch is so ridiculous. It's so nuts. I really like Dokkan. It's a great game, but the game is slipping hard. If they continue to take feedback like they did at the Community Fest, the game... Yeah. I assume he's referring to, like, limited time events. But that could be reversed. I am less worried because Dragon Ball... I think maybe I would be a little bit more if Dragon Ball Super Remake wasn't on the horizon, but it is just flat out going to open, like, fresh vibes to both games. It really is. It really is. And especially if they really nail, like, think of how Resurrection F in Dragon Ball Super. Remember, DBZ Resurrection F was okay. But, like, Dragon Ball Super Resurrection F in the series was horrible. Like, if they turn that and make it super good, like, you know, it's going to be exciting to see that stuff in game. Best OST in the game. What is this? Analaza. Analaza OST. Okay. Analaza. There's always hope, never give... Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this was a good one. This was a good one. Damn, the craziest take is the 2023 one. And I'm just... He started it out good. This is a good defense, I think. That was good. But then he kind of... he didn't stick the landing here. Definitely not. This is not true, is it? Remember 2023 Golden Week? How nowadays I see people say, oh, that was like my favorite celebration of all time. But that was another one people were really pissed during the 2023 Golden Week. Because there was no content. There was none. They dropped almost, like, not much. It was just like super strikes and shit, right? All right, well, let me know what you guys think. We'll drop some hot take videos here and there. I don't need to... Wait. That says his name is F.U. Weisevent? Damn, I'm thinking about following. Might have to give him a follow, man. F.U. Weisevent? He's speaking my language here. We got the Master Angler. Okay. That's a good... I do like that. I just wish the art was a little better, right? Like, it's not quite as good. They should redo this as an LR. He's got a Daima Gohan Kid entrance theme, okay. 2.4 million power level. Decent. Yamcha. All right, you're trolling, buddy. Profile looked good until... Yamcha? Do you think that's helping your friends list, motherfucker? It's not. Come on. You could do better than Yam. That's like some Iron Cane shit. Iron Cane was dropping characters no one... Iron Cane had LR Rose and Zamasu as his friend lead for a while, didn't he? Like, bro, like, you're trolling. Come on. Like, at least put, like, a character that, like, of a team people would want to run. I haven't heard of people running Yamcha, like, pretty much besides me. Like... You know? Like, when the friend system update happened, double Yamcha was one of the first videos I did, I think. This was good, though, yeah. So, right now, I'm not like, oh my god, I've got nothing to do. What am I going to do for a video? Not at that point right now, but probably, like the 10th is probably going to be like, damn, there's nothing going on. Like, when it's, like, the 10th, whew, it's going to probably be very bare bones. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.